guys, welcome to Daily Kathuffy. If you guys are new to this channel, you can follow us at Unsafe Space on YouTube. My name is Carrie. I'm here with my friend Carter, and this is my second day doing the intro. Yay!
That was good. That one went better than yesterday, I guess.
Cool.
How you doing, Carrie?
I'm okay. I'm hanging in there today. How are you?
I'm all right. This Facebook ban thing is annoying. And I want to talk about it. But did you by the way, did you see that Happy Meal or the Burger King thing ad that I sent you yesterday or no?
Oh, no, I didn't watch it. I'm sorry. Can we play it?
Oh, yeah, we'll play it later because I'll have to find it while we're talking.
Okay.
But yeah, we can play it. It's just bizarre to me.
So tell me what it is again.
So Burger King, here, I'll see if I can find it. Actually, we can edit this because it's not live, so I'll just find it. Hold on.
Not everybody wakes up happy. Sometimes you feel sad, scared, crappy. All I ask is that you let me feel my way.
Feeling blue. Kinda down. Can't wait to leave this closed-minded town.
My boss is such a freaking creep. I just told him to go himself.
Yeah, throw your personal belongings around. That'll show him.
When I'm feeling weird or sappy, not all angry, just not happy. All I ask is that you let me feel my way.
I can't believe my student loan. I'm never moving out of my parents' home.
Maybe you shouldn't have majored in gender studies.
Just got ghosted. Should've known. Pretty sure I'll end up alone.
They say I'm too young to raise my baby girl. Take your opinions and suck it, world.
Yeah, thanks Burger King for encouraging teenage pregnancy. We really need
All
more
I
of that.
ask is that you let me feel my
Wait, my
way.
favorite part is coming up. This guy throws his phone away because he's ghosted. Watch. Yeah, she ghosted me, so
All I
fuck
ask
it.
is that you let me feel my way. All I ask is that you let me feel my way.
Buy our burgers.
That's strange. It is strange.
What is this, Carrie? Do you
I mean,
what's the thought process on this ad campaign?
it's kind of cool in a way, but it's
Really?
also kind of just, it's like, let's tap into the malaise and like the nihilism of this young generation.
I just first of all, I don't even like the idea, like, let me feel. Like, no one's stopping you from feeling. Someone's offering you a Happy Meal. That doesn't stop you from being sad. No one's stopping. This is, I don't know. There's something weird about this attitude of like, if we don't let you, like, if someone doesn't give you a platform and kowtow to you in every way, then they're not letting you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
Feel all you want. I just don't I don't get it. So you're gonna drive up. Did you see some of the names? You're gonna drive up to Burger King and be like, "I'd like a don't give a fuck meal, please." What the hell?
You know what? This I saw a Babylon Bee headline yesterday, and it makes a lot more sense now. It said Chick-fil-A unveils its never-ending joy of the Lord meal. And it was like, why have a Happy Meal? It's such a fleeting feeling. You want the never-ending joy of the Lord.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that we should do like someone should do meals where it's like actual disorders, like bipolar meal and borderline personality meal, and
That's hilarious.
you know, just do, maybe it could come with some drugs. I don't get it. I don't get the Burger King thing, but
Do you
I'm not
remember
in
back
corporate
when-
advertising, so fuck me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Do you remember when advertising was just fun and it wasn't trying to be like like, do you remember the McDonald's song where they put the record in all the, do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, never mind.
Honestly, to be honest, I can't remember ever having eaten at Burger King, and the last time I ate at McDonald's, I was much younger. So I don't know. But yeah, it's just weird. It's weird for me that a company who sells hamburgers is trying to like emotionally connect with your malaise.
Yeah.
Like, hey, talk to me about your problems and your shitty boss, and like apparently you're being picked on at school for something, and like it's just
Have a Big Mac or whatever they say.
like
Yeah, have a
you'll die sooner if you have our Big Macs. Wait, our Big Macs McDonald's? No, it's a Whopper. You'll die
It's a
sooner.
Whopper.
It's, here, put this in your veins.
It's exactly what it is.
It would be better if it was like an ad for heroin or something. I don't know. I guess I don't know.
I don't give a crap about anything, including my health. Let's eat some more.
Yeah.
Burger King.
It's also just so like over the top in a millennial way where like I can't imagine being ghosted so like and having that affect me so much that I just chucked my $800 phone.
Yeah.
Or like I was ghosted. It figures. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. I just.
And how are you going to buy that Malaise meal without your Apple Pay?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like grow up. You got ghosted. Man up. God. My boss is an ass. That's the other thing. She's holding her box of stuff. She probably just cleared out her desk. That's what the implication is. That those are your items that you just threw around. Like it's just so like irrational and stupid. I collected the most precious things from my desk that I need to take with me, and now I'm gonna fling them around the lobby because I'm like,
I love how much this ad bothers you.
The ad really bothers me. I don't know. Okay, so people can tell me what my particular psychological disorder is that this ad bothers me so much, but it does. It bothers me a lot. I just, weren't they the ones that did Have It Your Way?
Yeah, I think it is kind
of back to that.
It's a play on that too as well, I think. Have it your way, whatever.
No, Have It Your Way is about the meal you want to order from the place that sells meals.
Right.
Feel Your Way is about like sulking on your bed, apparently. I don't.
Surrounded by French fries.
Fuck you, Burger King. I'm just in the mood today. Fuck you, Burger King.
They're not actually showing these people eating Burger King.
No, they're showing them being depressed. What they need is pot. And I'm not a huge cannabis advocate, although I do think it should be legal. But these people need some. This would be a great ad for like an edibles company, right? Like, oh, you're bummed out. Here's some infused brownies. Chill out.
If they showed them eating like depression eating, they wouldn't sell the Malaise meals.
yeah. So over time, if you just give in to those emotions and go to Burger King and eat the don't give a fuck meal, over time your weight just increases and become more sedentary, and you're never going to get out of your parents' basement or couch or wherever that guy was.
We should do a spoof and have like a time elapse thing where the person just is on the couch and they're just everything's getting.
We just do that crappy. Remember that crappy movie AI? I hated that movie, but one of the things I hated most about it was like, I don't know. I feel like it was 10 or 15 minutes before the end. They had this whole story, and then there was literally this thing that came on the screen that was like something like 2,000 years later. It was like, that's not. I don't care about 2,000 years later. You just told me this whole fucking story, and now we're gonna jump to 2,000 years later. I feel like we should do that with the Burger King. Like 20 years later, here's the fat diabetic people with high cholesterol. Still not giving a fuck, but really enjoying their Burger King.
Did you ever see that movie?
I don't know why that bothers me. I'm sorry.
Idiocracy.
I love the movie Idiocracy.
Yeah, it makes me think of that a little bit.
Yeah, I love the movie Idiocracy, and it bothers me how every day it feels like the movie was actually not a comedy, but a documentary dropped from the future that we're supposed to watch and pay attention to.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this Facebook ban? Because wait, I want to. So why don't you do the overview of the Facebook ban for people? Because you were on.
I haven't. I don't know if I have all the up-to-date details, but they did a mass purge yesterday. They banned Facebook and Instagram banned Alex Jones, Milo, Laura Loomer, Louis Farrakhan, and Paul Joseph Watson, and a few others, I think. But on that list,
New York
it's just
Times has got this article. Yeah, is there anyone else in it? Hold on. Is there,
they call these people far-right extremists, which is crazy. Nobody on this list.
Far-right extremist.
They called him that
The
too.
Washington Post did, I think. Maybe not these guys.
I feel like they included him just so they could be like, see, we picked someone on the far left too.
Oh, they totally
But,
did. Facebook was like, we're adding Farrakhan, so the far right, and it's not even far right, but for the right people. So this is their statement. The Silicon Valley company said these users were disallowed from using Facebook and Instagram under its policies against, quote, dangerous individuals and organizations. We've always banned individuals or organizations that promote or engage in violence and hate, regardless of ideology, a Facebook spokeswoman said in the statement. The process for evaluating potential violators is extensive, and it is what led us to our decision to remove these accounts today. So I just wanted to so it's those. So it's Farrakhan, Alex Jones, Paul Joseph Watson, Milo Yiannopoulos. Am I missing anyone? Laura Loomer.
So the weirdest one on that. So first of all, none of these people I would describe as far right. None of these people. Like Alex Jones, conspiracy theorist, whatever, but he's not far right. And
no, Alex Jones is not far right, but he is a conspiracy theorist sort of guy, but he's not far right.
But the weirdest one, or the one I think is most unjust and shows me how, I mean, of course they're going to keep expanding this definition of who's a wrong thinker, of who they can ban, but the one that really shows me that is Paul Joseph Watson. Right. Paul Joseph Watson, there's nothing, I challenge anyone watching this to find something that he has said which breaks Facebook's terms of service.
So here's their, let's cite it. Here's their dangerous individuals and organizations policy here. In order to prevent and disrupt real world harm, we do not allow any organizations or individuals that proclaim a violent mission or are engaged in violence from having a presence on Facebook, other than governments, I guess. This includes organizations or individuals involved in the following: terrorist activity, organized hate, mass or serial murder, human trafficking, organized violence, or criminal activity. We also remove content that expresses support or praise for groups, leaders, or individuals involved in these activities. So I don't know, it's not clear to me whether you could get banned for, I think they've said you can get banned for talking about the ban and these individuals.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. None of that applies to, well, I don't think it applies to any of those guys, does it? I don't know enough about Louis Farrakhan. I think Louis Farrakhan has said some really atrocious stuff, but that doesn't, he should be allowed to say.
Yeah. I'm not even sure he qualifies as organized hate.
No, and it certainly does not apply to PJW, like I said. Hopefully people who have not been following Paul Joseph Watson will go and look him up now, and it's just a matter of time before he's banned from YouTube as well, because these companies all play off of each other, of course.
Yeah.
If one platform, one of these social media giants bans these people, then the others feel like, okay, we'll be next. It's easier to do that now. And they're just going to keep banning. They're doing this ahead of the election.
So that's the thing that's really disturbing, right? I think actually Cassandra Fairbanks made a point about this on Twitter, but Russians buy some ads on Facebook and the Democrats go all apeshit about it and say, oh my God, there's interference in our election. And then, maybe this is Paul Joseph Watson that made this point. And then they ban, these people, Alex Jones, Paul Joseph Watson, Milo, Laura Loomer, they were all very active in the Trump campaign in 2016, not officially, but they were supportive of Trump and influential in helping get him elected, I think. And
I don't even know if PJW was, but he is very effective, and he's a wrong thinker, and he's anti-SJW.
Well, he claims that he was instrumental in getting Trump elected.
Oh, he was?
So he was, yeah. So I know he was trying, if he claims he was instrumental. But he may or may not have been instrumental, but that's not the point. All of these people are definitely not something that the Democrats want people exposed to these ideas, or even just, I don't, Paul Joseph Watson isn't even, I mean, his style is kind of in your face, but what he's saying isn't that crazy. It's not even that radical. I
He
don't
doesn't
follow
say
him
anything
regularly, but
radical.
I haven't seen him say anything like super
No,
out there.
he's never said anything super out there. I do follow him regularly. He's hilarious. He is in your face. He's got his own style, but there's nothing he said that's why I'm like, pour over his videos and tell me something that goes against this new Facebook term of service. Nothing. You're not going to be able to find anything. So that one I think is the biggest, most upsetting one to me. Anyway.
Yeah, I look, even Alex Jones. Alex Jones isn't hate. Alex Jones isn't. He's conspiracy theory, but that's not what they listed there. They didn't say conspiracy theory is dangerous, right? Yeah, he's a conspiracy theorist, but
did you know what?
Run around yelling about like killing people or hating on them or like supporting people who do that. I don't hear him do that. I don't really follow him too much, but show me a video where he does that.
And actually, this is a great example of, okay, I just looked up to make sure. So Owen Benjamin is still on Facebook. They haven't banned Owen Benjamin. That tells me everything I need to know, because they're targeting people who have huge followings, who are hugely influential. If they were really targeting people based on whatever their new definition of hate speech is,
right,
Owen Benjamin would fall into that, even though I think half the time he's joking. It's hard to tell anymore, but he's always doing videos about the Jews, or he was for a while. In fact, Alex Jones said he would not have Owen Benjamin on InfoWars anymore because of his talk.
Right. In fact, Owen's gone off the rails to the point where, like, I mean, I don't know if it's off the rails or not. I don't follow him enough to know whether he's joking, but frankly, I think he's danced around the line between what's a joke and what's not, so much that it's been obliterated. So I just assume that he's not joking. But I don't follow him too much, but he's definitely gone, like, he's gone to the point where these people that Paul Joseph Watson, Alex Jones, and probably even Milo, like, don't want anything to do with Owen Benjamin anymore.
Exactly. And
right?
He's still on Facebook.
And he's there, right?
Because he doesn't have the pull on Facebook that they do. So this isn't about the content of your speech at all. It's about the content of your speech, plus whether or not your audience is huge.
Right. It's about whether you're anti-SJW and influential, basically. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Which leads me to a question I want to ask. Just we can have this conversation in front of everyone, even though it's recorded. So I guess we could cut it out. I'm really thinking about. I was this close to being completely off of Facebook. I hadn't been on Facebook for probably half a year or a year, personally, until we started this show. And because we have a page, I'm like on it now. I don't really do much on Facebook, but I'm there. I really want to just get the hell off of Facebook. I mean,
okay, I do too. But here's the thing. Are these guys, what would be great is if all these people who are banned come together and say, here's the platform we're going to. Because there's so many different platforms and none of them have really taken off and nobody knows where to coalesce, where to congregate. So right. I would be happy to move to another platform if I knew that there was like a movement of people saying, here's where we're all going.
Well, I mean, let's hope that they do that, or maybe we can even try and tell them. I don't have any contact with those people, but
you guys, yeah. I mean,
right?
You can. Paul Joseph Watson, people will follow him. Like, pick a platform and tell us where you're going to be.
Yeah, yeah. Because I hate Facebook, and I don't get anything out of Facebook. I get nothing out of it. So
I do a lot of discussions on Facebook. So I use a lot more than you. But I would be happy to have those discussions somewhere else if I knew that everyone is going there, Yeah.
Yeah. I think that it's time to really take one for the team and punish these companies, I guess is my point. Like, it's inconvenient to not be on Facebook. Yeah, it hurts a little bit, but it hurts. Like, so we've got to start doing it.
Let's pick one. Somebody do the research and tell us which one to go to.
I imagine Minds is the
Actually-
alternative to Facebook that people would go to, but I'm not sure.
Okay, mine's maybe. So in the comments, yeah, truly tell us which ones you think are good and why. And it's just that there seems to be a lot of options and there's no consensus on which one.
Yeah, no, I know. There's going to get to be consensus eventually. If Facebook keeps, I mean, it is really, so here's the other thing. I think this is clearly an attempt to manipulate the election. And that means the sooner that people get over to another platform, the better. Because this is just going to escalate, and you don't want like 3 months before the election to have to scramble to find somewhere else. Like, go now. We're a year and a half almost away from the election. Like, go now and start building audiences elsewhere and start pulling people off of Facebook.
Oh, and I'll tell you something that's easy to do that you should do is get off of Google. Don't use Google search. They manipulate the results, and they've already, if you haven't seen it, look up their video right after the 2016 election. They filmed this and put it out for some reason, or somebody leaked it. It was an internal Google meeting where they were basically like, what happened? How did he get elected? We're never going to let this happen again.
I think we actually have a video on that somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
But don't, it's so easy. Get on DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo doesn't track you. Okay. They're not manipulating the search algorithms. They're just giving you the most popular results. It's pretty easy to use with Safari or something. So
yeah, I just, to be realistic, because I know some people are like, well, sometimes, some of these other platforms don't work well. I use DuckDuckGo by default. And then if I'm having like trouble for something, I'll like go to Google and see if it's any better. So like,
yeah, just use it as a backup if you need it, right?
Yeah, I do that sometimes as a backup, but you can get on Brave, which is a better browser than Chrome, for privacy and that kind of stuff. So get off of Chrome, get off of Google, get off of Facebook. And it's not, there's a learning curve with everything, but after that, it's not that big of a deal. So, and yes, we're on YouTube, but until BitChute does live streaming and has, a little bit more functionality, there's nowhere else to go.
Right.
So.
And we should get off of Gmail. I mean, you and I are, well, yeah. we are on Proton Mail, which is great. You pay for it, but you should pay for it. If you think about it, Gmail is free. Why?
Right.
Because you're the product.
Yeah.
The product isn't the email and all the app. The
$5 or something a month. Like, it's not a.
Yeah. Proton Mail doesn't cost that much. I am still on Gmail with my personal address though, and I want to get off. So
yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess we can kind of continue the discussion about it, but I just, part of me just wants to get the hell off of Facebook completely. I'm tired of this. And, frankly, I didn't even follow, like, honestly, I don't think I follow any of those people on Facebook because I don't use Facebook very much. So I'm not even like directly impacted by this. It's just, I'm sick of knowing that Facebook is pulling all this manipulative crap. There's people that I really dislike whose views I can't stand on the left. I don't want them banned from Facebook either. I want everyone there. And it's coming from the same people. This is what Cassandra Fairbanks pointed out on Twitter, which I think is brilliant. It's coming from the same people who are like, no, you have to bake that cake even if you disagree with them. Even if you're a private business, you don't have a right to not serve people. And then it's like, oh, private businesses, they have a right to ban Alex Jones.
yeah, it's from the bake that cake people.
Fuck you guys. They have no principles. They don't care. They just say whatever they want to say to get their way. And I'm tired of it. Fuck Mark Zuckerberg. Fuck Facebook. I really want to get off of Facebook now. Okay.
Yeah. She said something else, by the way, which is great, Cassandra. I was just looking at this morning. Let's see. She said something about how we're living in a reality where people think it's okay to have criminals and terrorists and prisoners vote in elections. But if you have views that they don't like, you can't post on social media.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like, you can vote, the Boston Marathon bomber can vote. We want him to vote, but we don't want Milo Yiannopoulos to be able to post on Facebook.
Yeah.
So stupid. Um,
I don't even know what is like. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm hoping. I think it might backfire in a big way. At least one of my friends said that, and I hope he's right. That maybe finally, like back when they banned Alex Jones from a bunch of platforms, and I was talking with some of my liberal friends who just they couldn't see where this is going, and I'm like, it's gonna get worse. Like he's just an easy target. They're gonna keep banning people, and this is basically, it's censorship. It's just a form of censorship that you agree with, and it's not being done by the government, but it's censorship, and you're cool with it, and you're supporting it, and you're supposed to be a liberal. Hopefully, some of those people are now, as they start to target other people like PJW. Hopefully, some of those people are waking up and like.
Well, so to be clear, they also banned those guys from Instagram because Instagram's owned by Facebook. So they're gone. They're off of all those platforms. And Snoop Dogg apparently is really pissed off that Farrakhan is off of Instagram. So, and I don't think Snoop Dogg is on the right because Farrakhan's not on the right. So Tim Pool had a little thing about Snoop Dogg being pissed about Farrakhan being off of Instagram. And I think that's great because we need everyone who's opposed to censorship on both sides to start getting angry at this kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So, yeah. All right.
And if you support censorship,
before I swear at Facebook again, I feel like we should end. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I'm just thinking about that friend of mine who's so well-intentioned and such a great guy, but has been led down this path where you can get good people to support horrible things if you sell it as something good. And so, to people like him, if you support censorship, you are not a liberal. I'm sorry, you're not. It's not a liberal thing. It's not a liberal thing.
I think we use the word good people too much. I think we use that word too much. To be a good person, you have to be actively thinking about what you're doing. And making choices. And so otherwise you're just kind of like a piece of driftwood. And like, you might be good, but it's by chance. Mm-hmm. So you don't get credit for being good by chance. You get credit for being good when it's hard to be good. So pick a fucking side and be good. Sorry.
That's a good ending. No, I was just going to be silent because we just go out right there.
God damn it, we ruined it, Carrie.
We should have just been like, but that was a mic drop moment. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you want to do an outro?
No, I think you just fade to black after that. Say it again.
Oh, I just fade to black?
Pick a fucking side, is that what we said?
That's something. I don't have to say it again. We can just edit all this out, but...
No, it's a fun little tag at the end. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining us. You can subscribe at Unsafe Space on YouTube while we're still there. And let us know in the comments where we should go.
Yeah, we should set a goal to get banned from Facebook because it means we're big enough and influential enough that
yeah, so. We want to be banned eventually, but we have to be banned when we're big enough that people notice.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll have a good weekend, everyone. We'll see you on Monday.